Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'm going to do a small night show, so I'm going to do a couple of nunchucks. I'm going to do the chain. I'm going to do some bound fighting. I hope you guys enjoy this. It won't be very long. Okay. I don't know. I guess I didn't switch the damn thing. There we go. Okay, Instagram and Facebook. I am live for y'all. This will be a short night show. I've already explained this to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. So if you have any questions, you're going to have to wait till I'm done. I'm going to do the chain, some bound fighting, and some nunchucks. I don't know if this is actually going to work at the same time with all three of you. There's bugs on my screen for Kung Fu Havoc 2, so there's bugs on my face. So looking at myself with bugs on, my hair's a freaking mess. Deal with it. Let's get started. We're going to do nunchucks, so we're going to go with blue first. Probably going to go single first and then double, and then we'll go from there with maybe red. Alright? So these are practice chucks. They aren't harmful in any way. And for those who don't know, you actually can use practice chucks as a practical weapon in an actual fight. Do I recommend it? Hell no, because these things are basically plastic. But in the hands of a true martial artist, anything you touch should be classified as your weapon. Alright? So without further ado, let's work some blue. Alright, so I am not good with double nunchucks. Not anymore. So, watch me screw this up. Michelangelo makes it look so easy, doesn't it? Hook kick, sequence. Another reason why you don't take weapons into a fight. Let's go with red now. Basically, I'm just going to repeat the same old bullshit that you just saw. Only with red practice chucks. I don't know if all of you guys are getting this, so. Ignore the fireworks. Sorry, Facebook. Oh, I have people waving. Give me a second. Hello, Keisha. And Lilith. And everyone else. So, as you see me screw that up, let's go into some chain work. At one point in time, I actually used to be a very good martial artist. Now I'm just hanging on by a thread. like I said, it's gonna be a short show. Hopefully that wasn't a shit show for you. Okay, so we're gonna do some bound fighting now. Hands in front first. But before we do that, small disclaimer for you on Facebook, for you on Instagram, for you on Kung Fu Havoc number 2. There will be no time in your life. I say this so that no one comes after me saying this is bullshit. There will be no time in your lives will you ever have to be fighting with your hands bound, in front or behind. I've been training at this for a very long time. So I will tell you this. If necessary, it can be done. Do I recommend it? Fuck no. Movies, movies, movies. If you're gonna train, you wanna train with somebody who actually knows how to fight with their damn hands bound. Because if you don't, it's not gonna be pretty. Like this show, it's probably not gonna be pretty. It's dark outside, and I promised at least one more night shot before summer's in. I wanted to film this like 3 days ago. It's been raining every fucking night here at about this time. So this is it. And my hair looks like shit. So again, for your blocks, high, low, medium, high, low, or medium and low. So high, medium, low, high, medium, low. Same thing, both sides basically. So if you're gonna be fighting this way, you're gonna have to learn how to use your hands as one hand. So your blocks, 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 blocks. All right? Why are we doing it from the front? Because this shit right here, first, it sucks. Secondly, this is the arresting position. I don't want anybody out here going at me saying this shit can't be done. If you can see me doing it, then you know it can be done. The problem is, you gotta follow my recommendation of not fucking doing it. Okay, got that out of the way? Here we go. Guys running at you, basic front kick. Guys running at you, inside to outside crescent kick. Same thing on the front leg. Boom. Same thing on the other leg. Boom. Now, as you see, my hands are behind me. So you don't want to do this. Let's pray I stick the landing and don't wind up in the fucking hospital. Okay? So it's not impossible. It's highly unpractical. You also don't want to have to do this. Yes, my hands are still bound. There's a reason why I wanted to do it in the front first. But since I'm back here already, we might as well just go for it. So, guys running at you, sidestep a knee. Your knee target is gut, because it's probably the best shot you've got. But in all honesty, your best move is a sidestep and get the hell out the way. It's not impossible to fight like this. Again, I don't fucking recommend it. Again, good for making movies. So if anybody wants to make a movie where we can put this to movie action, yes, because we can put good stuntmen to good work so that nobody fucking gets hurt. Specifically the actor with his fucking hands tied behind his back. Okay, so sorry for all the cussing. So you sidestep and you knee. You sidestep and you knee. Now, here's the thing on that. Whichever knee is closest to the person that you're going to knee in the gut is the knee you use. So if you're predominantly left-legged and your right leg's closest, this is the one you're using because it's the closest. If you're predominantly right-legged and your left leg is closest, boom, that is the one you're going to use. Why? Because it's the closest. Okay, so if you haven't taken any Kung Fu whatsoever, or if you don't know Wing Chun or Wushu, here's your first primary lesson. It is the same thing as Jeet Kune Do. Simply simplify. It's going to take me a whole lot more emotion if this leg is going to be used because it's powerful and that torque is going to bring the power. But if he's on this side, and I just lost connection with Facebook, so if he's on this side, then it wouldn't make sense for me to drive this leg in, especially if he's coming on this side over here. It would make sense for me to sidestep and just put my knee up and pray that I connect. And in real life, things don't work like they do in the movies. That would probably be a good piece of advice to know. But, you know, you don't know if you're going to ever be able to do this in a fight. I don't recommend it, even though I've trained doing this. I haven't trained against a live opponent since I was a child. The reason why I trained against a live opponent, because we were all kids and they weren't as adept with me in martial arts. So it makes it easier to beat someone who does not know martial arts than it does to beat someone who does, right? So your sequence attacks, boom, boom. See, it throws off your balance. Let's try the other side. Boom, boom. See, throws off your balance. Throws off your balance a fucking lot. So fighting with your hands behind your back, again I state, great for movies, not great for real life. And if I can untie my damn self, that would be great, so I can put the shit back in the front. Okay, first let me wave to my Facebook people. That damn wave did not work. There's bugs everywhere. Hello, Instagram. Again, there's bugs everywhere. Yeah, so we're 11 minutes and 47 seconds in. So now we're going to do hands in front, and that's going to be it. So if you guys got any questions, give me 5 minutes. And then, woo, that's a big bug. I'm not real fond of bugs, especially roaches. My biggest pet peeves are flying roaches. They get real big down in Georgia. So, hands in front, the ropes are a lot easier to manipulate while they're this far. Not so much when it's cutting off my circulation, sorry. When they're this close, it's a little bit more dangerous. So you have to understand that if you have distance, you have a fighting chance. You still have a fighting chance with your ropes bound closer, but it's more difficult to do. It's just as difficult as having your hands behind your back. Yeah, that shit's cutting off my circulation, just in case anybody cares. So, when your hands are in front, again, I showed you the blocks. High, medium, low. The medium low here can be used as a low block as well, and that is generally for people who's throwing a kick to your midsection. If they're throwing a sweep to your foot, you're just gonna lift up your damn foot, okay? As you lift up your foot, you probably wanna step back also, so that they don't sweep the standing leg instead of just your first leg, all right? There's a reason for that, because if you're fighting somebody with long legs and you lift up this leg, but you don't step back, they're gonna sweep your foot and down you go. All right, let's keep the shit real. You know, can you fight like this? Yes. Should you fight like this in real life? Hell no. Make movies? Yes. Real life? No. Why? Because not everybody on earth has been trained to fight with their fucking hands bound. Like I said, it will look real good in movies. Really, really good. But in real life, there's like probably, under no possible circumstances on Earth, whether it be 616 or Earth Prime and the New 52s, you're never going to have to fight like this. Ever. I don't want anybody coming at me saying that I said you have to fight like this. You will never in your lifetime have to fight like this. But me showing you, because I'm just a martial artist, if I can do it, you can probably do it too. Do I recommend you doing it? Fuck no. Because if you get hurt, it's kind of on you. You can't say, well, I watched James Williams Jr. do it on Kung Fu Havoc 2 and Facebook Live and Instagram, and if he can do it, I can do it. Yeah. But you can also get hurt. I've been doing this since I was 7. I've been training with my hands bound since I was like 10. So I got a little bit of an edge on most people, but there are prodigies out here who's been doing it longer than me. Again, they're not posting videos because they're probably already rich and famous, and I'm poor and I'm not. There you go. So, again, your basics. Front kick, inside to outside crescent kick, inside to outside crescent kick. As you see, my guard rarely leaves its position. Guy throwing the kick this way, so it'll be on this side because most people are predominantly right-legged and right-handed. The block would be here, or the block would be a step back, or the block would be here. Now if he's throwing a high kick, same side, block up there. You have to have the ability to use your hands as one solitary defensive unit, aka a weapon. Block. Now, for those who have not taken Kenpo, every block is a strike, every strike is a block. If you don't know that phrase, go watch The Perfect Weapon. Okay, and shout out to Jeff Speakman. So if you're gonna fight and your hands are bound, you really gotta learn how to throw that punch. So if you're throwing that punch, look from the side, throwing the punch, this hand's going with this hand. So if you're boxing, boom. This is where Wing Chun would really come in with that straight cross and that straight this, where your hand's like this, versus a left hook, because it's gonna be kind of hard to fling your arms around because you have to get used to that motion. So if you're like left, right, left, it's gonna be a little bit of a hang up in there because your fucking hands are bound. All right, let's keep the shit real. You never fought anybody with your hands tied. It's not going to look pretty. You have to drag the weight of this arm with this arm, because this is your boxing arm, unless you're southpaw, so then you're over here, and if you're going to jab, that's a hook. So you're going to jab, you see this hand's dragging along. So if you're going to hook, the hand's still dragging along. So you have to make them negotiate together. It's easier to block than it is to punch, because when you're blocking, you're going to use both hands. Boom, boom, because they're tied together. But if you're like deciding to go into like, this is a snake. Gotta open my mouth. See the hand. This is the snake. This is the crane. Snake, crane, mantis. All right. So if you're going into the snake, this is a little bit difficult because your strike, if you're stepping in your strike, if you're striking this way or you're going for a throat, this hand's dragging along. It's in the way. But you don't have a choice because your hands are fucking tied. You're going for a crane, the strike is still dragging this hand. Now, granted, it gives your opponent an open target. But at the same time, if you connect, you're good to go. Same thing with mantis. Now, here's the thing. I can't do the crane wave like this, and go in the crane. That's not going to happen. Hands are bound. However, I can still fight in crane. Block, block. I can still fight in snake. Block, block. Because it's basically related in the same texture. Mantis, same kind of concept. Boom, boom. Because a mantis generally strikes and blocks kind of like Kenpo at the same time. So it's like, so, but when your hands are tied, it's kind of a big old clusterfuck on what you can and can't accomplish with that. Now, for your blocks, on the other hand, for your snake, or your crane, or your mantis, your blocks. Here, 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 here. Your strikes, boom, boom. Throwing in a knee from Thai fighting can assist. Boom. You have to understand how your body works, and you have to understand the location of your body and the body of your opponent while you are in a fight. So what I'm about to show you, this little sequence that I already done like 9 times, you're never going to use this in a fight. Ever. You might use it in point karate because you're not going full stream, but your front kick, tornado kick combo, here we go. And you're never ever really going to use this ever, like in your life in a fight. You're probably never going to get the chance, because fights don't work like the movies. They don't last 10 minutes. They go a good 3. If you're lucky, someone's knocked out by the 2nd minute. So here's your guard. Boom, boom. Now, if you do get the chance, follow through with another kick or a punch, which I should have done. So we're going to do that again. Boom, boom, boom. I got off frame, which means we got to do it again. So, boom, boom, boom. I probably should have came back. Again, I got off frame on one of y'all. So, combo again. Boom, boom. This left leg doesn't work like the right leg does. Hip replacement. So I literally have an ass of steel. So, once again. You will figure out combos that work for you. But when your hands are bound, you can pretty much say if you can't do any of the shit that I just did, you're fucked. You can also say that if you can do some of the shit I did, you're still fucked. So let me end Kung Fu Havoc 2 real fast. Kung Fu Havoc 2, thank you. Let me end Instagram.